All right, here we go. This one is for you, dear Scorpio. It's from Tarot Lumination, and it is a mid-April, late April 2019 playlist. Call it What Now? I'm doing it kind of like a weather report because there's something very stark that jumps out around April 20th. You'll see in just a moment. Let me give you some basic data. This is just raw information. I'm not going to analyze it for you. April 11th, round about the time you might just get this report, Jupiter goes retrograde in Sagittarius, okay? That's in your second house, okay, Scorpios? April 19th, we have the full moon in Libra opposing the Aries sun, and that's at 29 degrees. So it's almost borderline on your axis of relationship itself, the Taurus-Scorpio axis, okay? This is at 29 degrees, so it's at maximum pressure to do whatever has to be done, like no matter what, because it's the end of this. This isn't going to happen for a long time again. So there's a lot of pressure on. April 20th, the sun enters Taurus, okay? That's the opposition to you. Mercury's now in Aries, Venus is entering Aries. So by the end of the month, you're going to really feel it, okay, Scorpios? You might feel the pressure. April 25th, Pluto goes retrograde in Capricorn. April 30th, Saturn goes retrograde in Capricorn. Mars is in Gemini all month. Now, the Capricorn energy, in a way, is actually very comfortable for you. You might actually be enjoying it. It's so much to do with power and responsibility of power, the abuse and the use of power in ways that are authentic and genuine and good for humanity, as opposed to what's good for the hierarchy. It's going to be very challenging here. Let's go to the chart. This is the doodle that I made. I showed the same thing to everybody. I'm showing it to you. This is the universal one. I'm putting Aries on the horizon. And let's flip it now to Scorpio, and you'll see what I mean. First of all, this is the stuff that I'm talking about here. To me, it's like a full moon, Libra Aries right here. And then moments later, it's a full moon. It's sort of like a full moon. Moon in Scorpio over here, 1 or 2 degrees, and Uranus and Taurus over here, about 2 degrees. So there's a lot of volatility by definition, okay, because of the Uranus. It is the planet of volatility. And the combustibility is happening because we're at the 29th degree. Like everything is like being squeezed and squeezed and squeezed and squeezed and squeezed in terms of the Libra-Aries relationship axis for the whole world. And then we've got the Capricorn energy from Pluto and Saturn squaring all of it, putting a lot of pressure on this to do what has to be done. Are you behaving responsibly? Are others behaving responsibly? Are you carrying your weight? Are you honoring and respecting yourself in love and relationship? Are others honoring and respecting you in love and relationship? If not, either way, what are you going to do about it, Scorpio? Let's flip it over to Scorpio, and you'll see what I'm talking about over here. So let's put Scorpio on the horizon right here. Can you see? I mean, it's kind of a blur. In my life, I have the big blur theory. I mean, it's great to have precision, and astrology can be very precise, but also some of these energies are like fuzzy on the edges, like you're doing a painting with pastels, for example. It's not exact. So that's why I'm sensing this energy as like a double duty of full moon and putting extra pressure, and it's hitting you directly in your 7th house over here. I know it looks all upside down and weird. I'm just trying to show you this is the relationship axis. This is the 1st to 7th house axis, and we're dealing with the full moon on that axis, and the pressure is coming from here. All right, let's get on with your reading. Full-blown astrologers will be able to tell you a lot more about that stuff. We do the best that we can here at Tarot Lumination. Cards are well shuffled in advance. No jumpers, no flyers, no oracles, no reversals. I'm using the situational spread because it's very powerful and compact, and it does a lot, okay? It's like military grade. It's like a sniper bullet, okay? It just does what it has to do. And when we're doing this, please invite your invisible friends. All Scorpios, please do that. You're probably well connected already, but they still like to be invited. Make it a team effort. We need all the help we can get at this time. Also watch for your sun, moon, and rising, especially if each one is different, and then reinterpret to suit yourselves. You know the deal. You've probably done all this before many, many times. Thank you for being here. Let's get to it. I'm going to focus on the relationship aspect more than anything else, because that's really what the subject is about anyway. So let's cut it up. Bless this deck, bless every single card, bless you and all Scorpios out there, and bless Tarot Lumination too, and the channel and all the technology that allows us to even do this stuff. But here is the situation. Here is the challenge with all of this, and here's how we're going to handle it. All right, Scorpio? And over here, let's have a look at environmental influences, circumstantial energy, call it the planets. We can even blame the planets if we want. Call it the weather. So we have the Ace of Swords. Now, my feeling is that you deserve this. I always think of aces as something that's deserved and earned. It's not just falling to you like a silver spoon or it isn't just luck, okay? The aces, to me, are very powerful and they're sacred, and it's like a gateway for opportunity. And so my feeling is that this dynamic, as it reaches the crescendo around April 20th and April 19th and 20th, and then it moves on from there. Okay, I'm going to show you on the clock. Okay, for Scorpios, it'll look like this. As we build up to April 20th, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, crescendo, volatility, combustibility, unpredictability, and then the integration of what that all means, you know, for the next few weeks till you get to the Taurus new moon for you, which will be in early May, Scorpios. So as we reach that moment of maximum ascendance at the full moon, that's where the revelations will come. That's where the knowledge, the wisdom, and the understandings will be revealed. I have a feeling that this will be a very revealing full moon for you. You might not necessarily feel it as turbulence or conflict or combustibility or volatility. It might be more to do with like the cracking open of the soul, or like let's say any what I think of as psychic lint, psychic dust, emotional debris, just like everything gets blasted away, and you get an amazing experience of clarity and awakening, new understandings, new knowledge that is much needed at this time for you personally, Scorpios. So in other words, it's almost like, bring it on, man. Bring it on. I'm a Scorpio, I can handle it. Bring it on, bring it on. And it's almost like you relish this, like volatility, sure, I can handle that. Instability, combustibility, watch this. Relationship dynamics, stretched to the limits, that's what I need. I want to know what I need to know. Bring it on. I'm seeing this as an opportunity. Thank you very much. What's the situation down here? This is surroundings energy. This is an energy of opportunity for you, Scorpio. You're very lucky, okay? What's the situation? Oh, okay, well, with the Queen of Cups here, my feeling is that you're going to be on the receiving end of what love actually means. And you are going to be an embodiment of what love actually means in a relationship, in ways that you've never known or never understood before. And it's coming to clarity, it's coming to light, and it's something that you've deserved. I think these two cards are working very closely together. Like the love that you already have, the love that you carry in the manner of being loving and in so being loved is going to become more crystallized, clarified, and understood. In other words, it's almost like all the obstacles that you never understood or that were undefined become clarified, and you can see more clearly like where the love is, what it is, the definition of love, what it means to you, what it means to a significant other, and what it means the way they perceive you. So it's like, to me, it looks like mutually beneficial energy here. And then figuring out, well, wow, now that we have an awareness of this, what are we going to do with it? In other words, as you come into, I would call it like next level love, seeing love from higher frequency, higher perspectives, higher wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, it's actually in some ways a greater responsibility, because then anything less than that is unacceptable. And so you're being called to higher and higher standards, and it's a result of your wishes and desires, and your desire, and you're basically the energy of like, you know what, bring it on, and now it's happening. And then you realize, wow, I never actually knew. I've heard about it, I've read about it, I've talked about it, I understand it theoretically, but to actually experience this and own this in my emotional body, in my heart, and to have the reciprocal come back to me, whew, wow. Now, what's the challenge here? It's whether you can handle it or not, because it might be a lot to handle. The way I'm looking at it with the Libra Aries thing at the 29-degree mark, the Scorpio Taurus thing at the 0, 1, 2-degree mark, that's an awful lot of pressure right on your relationship axis. Like if we were doing a chart just for Scorpios, it would be right there on the horizontal. And so, to me, as beautiful as this is, it's also very, in some ways, it's very challenging, because it might be like, you know how energies build up over time, over years and years and years, and we have certain things like expectations, understandings, and experiences already bedded into us that like constitute our definition and understanding of love and relationship. But this is taking it to a whole new level, and it puts you kind of in a spot where you might not have been expecting. In other words, you might be saying very boldly, and not defiantly, but courageously, bring it on, bring it on, bring it on, and then it gets brought on. It is brought on, and then you are put in that position that you asked to be. And now you're getting it, and it might be a lot to handle. There's a lot culminating around April 20th. And so you might be, personally, I think it's okay. I think I'm certain you can handle this. It just might be a lot. And it might be a bit overwhelming at times. I don't see it as anything that you have to really fight. It's just a question of acceptance of the world and how it's working for you, and how to integrate all that into you. I don't see any fight or warfare here, despite the combustibility, the volatility. I see gateways opening, new opportunities to higher frequency, next level love. And then that just puts you through your paces, just like next level. Oh my gosh, I didn't know what it meant, but now I'm getting a sense, oh no, maybe I should just go back to the old ways. Oh dear. No, it's not allowed. It's not going to happen. So how are you going to deal with this? Okay. Inevitable change. With the death card here, it means you're simply have to let go of whatever previous kind of understandings and expectations that you had about love and relationship, for better or worse, in order for the next level to actually flow. In other words, if you resist the transformation that is inevitable here, then it's almost like you're condemning yourself to being locked in the past, and you lose the opportunity. The love doesn't cease to flow. It just stagnates like in an evolutionary tide pool. And what we want to do, the thing about the death card is that it's very much about transformation. And when it comes to evolution, growth, adaptation, all of that, in order for us to blossom, requires transformation. In other words, we have to change. You have to change. You will change. You will be changed. Your energy will change a significant other, and a significant other has energy that will transform you. To me, in some ways, this is a really powerful healing card, sort of like the Tower, but different, because this is more like, to me, it looks in this situation is where it's mutual. Like mutual self-healing occurs out of this, where you become like a transformational what I think of as a vibrational energy healer towards a significant other, and a significant other becomes a vibrational energy healer towards you. That's the only way I can describe next level love at this moment in time. I'd love to talk about this with some of you guys. If you Scorpios out there really want to get into it, I'd be happy to discuss this with you. Okay? So thank you very much. I'm not going to put anything more on top of this. I just want to leave it as it is. You can reinterpret. I'm keeping it very loose and open. I'm just doing this more or less as a weather report because of all of this. Okay? It's a need to know thing. Just treat it as a weather report. And it's still your life, however you're going to deal with it. I hope this message makes some sense to you. Thank you for everything. Please subscribe. Please do the likes. Please do the comments. It really helps here on the channel. Helps me to learn and grow with you guys. I do everything I can to respond to all comments. Also, please consider becoming a member. That's a really sure and measurable way to say thank you. And blessings to you and all Scorpios out there. All right? All the best. You can handle it. And let's see what happens in May. That's a whole other story. Okay. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.